Now for the heavyweights, I would like to cover the hometown boy, Derrick Lewis, and the Swede Latifi. This one was an interesting one because it feels a little controversial, but it's not. But it's a little weird in the scoring how they all went on Derrick Lewis's favor. I believe they're all 10-9. Let me check my notes real quick. But I feel like they're all 29-28s. All right. Yeah, there was no 30-27s. So one round for sure went to Latifi. It had to have been. And I feel like it was the second round. But man, what a tough Swede, man. Because Latifi was, I believe he was a 205er, and this was his heavyweight debut. And he was making a debut against a monster. Like, this dude was bigger than him. This dude had to cut weight to make heavyweight. And now he's at his fittest. Such an explosive heavyweight Derrick Lewis is. And to be able to come at people like that, like he did, and Latifi to weather all these storms, shows how strong-chinned Latifi is and how much of a dog he is too in these fights. Now, the first round, I scored it in Derrick Lewis's favor. I did give him a 10-9. He came in strong. He came in powerful. He did a lot of significant strikes. The only thing that Latifi managed to do is close in the gap, get the clinch, and kind of, pin him to the fence and maybe work some takedowns. But he didn't do anything on those takedowns. So, he just laid on top of little Derrick Lewis. And at this time of age, yeah, you can't just expect to get a win by being a blanket. However, in the second round, it did show a lot more control out of Latifi, and that's where I would say he probably, the only round he would have won, he got it from me. It was a 10-9 in Latifi's favor, and the only reason he got it was he went right for the control. And when it comes to control, he didn't get any hits from Derrick Lewis. Derrick didn't even get to work on him much in that second round because he went right in. He knew what he had to do: close the gap and clinch and do his Greco-style wrestling on Derrick and take him down. And he took him down. There was some great takedowns. There was some that he just manpowered the guy. I was like, he just threw almost a 300-pound man across the floor. So, that shows how much power that little, what is he, 5'11"? He's a 5'11" dude, 240-some pounds. And he just threw a 300-pound man across the floor. Well, formerly 200 pounds. I think he's walking weight now is around the 263, or so. But still, that's a heavy dude to be throwing around like that. And especially if he's taller than you. So it goes to show also that, a shorter guy against a taller guy, that kind of works as well when they close the gap. But Derrick Lewis was so explosive at times. And I just don't understand why Latifi wouldn't, and other people too that have done that, and they've taken Derrick Lewis down, they'd rather just hold him down than do ground and pound or anything. There's got to be something weird that makes people not want to strike or hit Derrick Lewis when they're on the ground. They just want to hold him. So, yeah, it's just weird to score, and it can be controversial because I think some people are going to give the third round to Latifi and they feel like he should have won the third round. I could have given it to him too, but I felt like Derrick Lewis came in there and that last minute he stole it. He stole that last round because it was just a barrage of punches from a heavyweight fighter. And I'm not saying like he just threw wild punches, which, he's a brawler, but they were all with bad intentions, and his cardio was still good. I've never seen his cardio that good. He's always kind of tired out and, faded out in the third round if he ever got to it, or the second. But his cardio was on point, I want to say, throughout, or the best it's ever been. And the fact that he came in there within the last minute and a half or so and just started going on a mass flurry of punches and kicks and flying knees. It's so rare to see even a heavyweight of his size just dash across and throw these powerful heavy knees. I think one of the few that do it is like Fabricio Verdun. So the fact that this big guy is doing that, I just felt like he almost knocked him out. He could have knocked out Latifi too. And from seeing that showcase, I feel Derrick Lewis won it. And I gave it to him because he stole the round. He stole the round from somebody that, even though he did show great takedowns in a way and pinned a bigger man to the ground, he didn't work. He didn't work enough. He didn't do any significant strikes. And that's a contrast to the controversy when it comes to Jon Jones and Reyes. We have Derrick Lewis. Yes, he was controlled. He didn't do much. He did enough. He threw these hard strikes. He went to win the fight while the other one was just trying to get through. You see the sheer will and the pressure when Derrick was up on his feet, ready to go. Does he need to practice more jiu-jitsu? Sure, and I feel like it's going to come. I think he's slowly getting better each time he fights, and that's the difference between me and between Reyes and Jon Jones. I saw the champion take control from the third round, I want to say like halfway through it, all the way to, and they took control in the fourth round, and the fifth, we all know undeniably that was Jon. Anyway, that's a wrap from me. Thank you for listening and watching. Hope you all have a great time, and I found this pretty much informative from my perspective or opinion. I am licensed as a judge as well in my state of Florida, and I used to be a former competitor and work in the gyms as well. So I do know both spectrums, and I try to judge things as fairly as possible. As the activity does need more knowledgeable officiates out there. So once again, thank you for listening, and catch you on the next one.